Our top story this evening, 26 years after the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed, some buildings are still not fully accessible. One Venice woman finding this out the hard way when she faced a serious challenge getting into a local shopping center. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley spoke with a woman today and joins us now live in Venice with her story. Christopher?
Good evening. This is the shopping center in question. Although Jean Reed tells us she was able to finally gain access to the business she was trying to go for, but it was a challenge.
You tell me that I cannot shop at this shopping center because you don't care whether or not I have access to it.
Jean Reed is bound to her motorized wheelchair and has been since 2004.
I have a serious injury to my back and my hip and I can't walk.
Earlier this week, while trying to get into a business, she found that this shopping center doesn't have a wheelchair ramp, as most other buildings do. It turns out the building was built before the Americans with Disabilities Act and was adopted in.
Frequently, people don't realize how difficult it is for people who are challenged to gain access to their building.
Reed brought the complaint to the city of Venice, but because it's private land, unless the building owner does major work to it, the city can't do anything.
They wanted to do improvements, and those improvements cost 50% or more than the value of the building. They would have to bring it up to ADA.
We contacted the building owner by phone Thursday. He was out of the area on a family matter, but told us he was completely unaware of the problem. He said he was surprised to hear of it and said he would look into the matter to see what could be done. And we should mention Reed was able to get into the building using this entrance here. She did have to drive her wheelchair through this small walkway. Venice's mayor said he'd be willing to work with the building owner to see how the city could help get the building more accessible.
Perhaps we can find a method to make it less financially strainful on him.
On the phone with us, the building owner couldn't say exactly what he was planning to do just yet, although he did agree that everyone should have fair access to all businesses, and he did plan to follow up. Live in Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.